When I first found out that I had cancer, my initial reaction was to try and get as much information as possible, and yet I also hesitated about doing that because I wasn't sure how much I really wanted to know. What came in the mail to me was something, a pamphlet or a brochure from the Pancreatic National Cancer Association. Apparently when you have a tumor, it is registered with a national registry. So I got information from them. And I opened this booklet, and the first sentence that I read was only 4% of people with pancreatic cancer survive 5 years, and 5 years is considered cured. And I couldn't read anything beyond that, and I didn't want to read anything more. It was devastating to me that the survival rate was so low. It was really hard for me to think about that. And even now, I am in remission. I have survived a year. It continues to be important to me to find people who have survived. You know, I don't know how long I will be in remission. I sort of, I try not to think too much about it, but every 3 months I go in for blood tests, and so sometimes I feel like I'm living my life 3 months at a time. And I think if I can get beyond a year, I can think a little bit longer term than that. I have contacted, have known 2 other people that had pancreatic cancer that friends connected me with, and they were both long distance, and both of them have since died. And I look at that and wonder, and I do feel guilty about it. They both had families, young kids, and people in my support group talk about survival guilt, that for whatever reason, everything lined up for me so that all the treatments worked. And I was diagnosed I actually was stage 3, so because I had physical symptoms, so I had a step up from other people. And yeah, there is a guilt about it. Funeral planning. The interesting dichotomy that I am in is that I have done things that tell myself I'm going to live. I mean, I bought a pair of shoes that'll probably last me 5 years. I just bought opera tickets that will go for another 13 months. And yet, while I'm doing those things, I also updated my will and have made sure that everything is in place, and continue to do sort of some clean out things, take care of business things so that my sister won't have to do it. And it's an interest. It's not particularly sad for me, but it is an interesting sort of balance that I do. That I have to pay attention and plan for a time when I may not be here. I'm Beth S, and I am a 1-year pancreatic cancer survivor.